more about how you can take control of your health, how you can take control of your wealth with Isagenix, and we couldn't be more honored or proud to have all of you as part of the Isagenix family. And obviously our products are really the foundation of why we have such an extraordinary opportunity. But as we know, as we defined in our original vision, when we said we wanted to help people, to impact world health, we recognize there's a lot of people suffering both physically and financially. And so part of our goal was, in the same way we wanted to create no-compromise product solutions, we wanted to have a no-compromise compensation plan, one that really would allow people at whatever level they chose to involve themselves in Isagenix to know that they had an opportunity to be successful, whether they were the first one in or just joining 14 years later, that their opportunity could be every bit as great as someone, just getting into the plan. And so having been in the industry for as many years as I did, I had a chance to really see what worked for people. And what we wanted to do was create a compensation plan. We call it the team compensation plan. And it really rewards you for building a team. So the way you advance in our program is by helping other people to be successful. So as you know, there's 5 ways that you can make money. Most people start off in Isagenix with an intention not necessarily to make money. They just want to know that the products work, that they can produce a result for themselves. And, our customers are really the foundation of our business. And those of us who obviously have enjoyed the benefits of the product, we're customers also, and one of the greatest benefits we will always continue to enjoy is what we get from taking these products, keeping them in our body every single day. I just got off the phone with Jimmy Smith celebrating his 88th birthday, and it was so incredible to those of us who have seen Jimmy more recently just realize he seems to be getting younger every year. So we've got something extraordinary to share, and our compensation plan is one of those equally important products. Not everybody wants to build a business, but for those that do, what it does is it allows people to earn or earn profits off the sale of product, from their own inventory, or if you want to just refer people to your website and they buy product, we actually handle the transaction for you, use our merchant accounts, we ship the product, and we send you the spread between wholesale and retail. Most people obviously start sharing the products with their friends, family, people they care about, and they want to pass on that same type of wholesale benefit that they enjoy as being, customers and associates themselves. So when you open an account with Isagenix, obviously one of the first benefits is you get to purchase your products directly from Isagenix at wholesale prices. We encourage everybody to be on auto ship because the real benefit from our products come from not using them as a quick fix, but using them long term, using them as a foundation for nutrition. And so our plan is really designed to do that. The other thing, the reason we chose a binary compensation plan is because it's much easier to build 2 legs, to focus your energy and attention on helping 2 legs to be successful than to, as most plans have, people are encouraged to actually build multiple legs, which is much harder to manage over time. You can't, give the same attention to the people in your business that really want to work with you. And those of you that have seen and understand our compensation plan recognize that, everybody, whether they're a customer or whether they're an associate or a manager and grow to become a leader, they all have a spot in your tree. And those people, whatever activity they engage in, whether they're just buying products for their own personal consumption, you get the benefit of that activity. If they actually choose to build an organization like, say, you have, all of that activity has the potential of being part of your organization as well. And that's the reason we love this plan, because it allows you to leverage yourself time and time again. So let's say you see yourself initially starting only able to spend 3 hours a week in building your Isagenix business. Well, gosh, think about it. If you have 10 other customers that you've identified, and some of those people choose to do the business with you, and let's say they only choose to spend 3 hours a week. Well, that's 30 extra hours those 10 people are contributing that you yourself are not having to do. And that's what makes our business so powerful. So many compensation plans tend to cut people off. You help them to be successful and suddenly they break away from you. Many of the plans that have started there in Utah, that's the way that's their foundation. And we just thought there was a better way. And the fact that we've, have so many 5, 6, and even 7 figure income earners, I think is testimony to the fact that this is a compensation plan that works for the part-time person, the person that wants to, replace their income, or even people that want to build true financial wealth for themselves and their families. We love it.
Thank you. If anybody have questions, just start lining up. Okay, I want to talk to you for just a second. So, even with the beginning days, Utah was by far #1. Not to brag or anything, but this is what we want, Jim. Our objective is to have an ICU here within the next 6 months, and Travis said he would do that if we could get 200 people to a single event. And our second objective is in Coover. You did promise me that you're going to come to Salt Lake in the fall, and I just need a date from you next week, if that's okay.
I'm ready to come to Utah. I've never been to Utah for an Isagenix event. That's messed up.
Yeah. So, so if you could just kind of, we've got, and that's mighty emotion because, my health situation, and every time I've been sick and come back in, I ran my family, and that's you guys, We have some originals here. We've got Barbara Barden here. We've got Jim Rose that was here. Tammy has, all these anchors, Bonnie. You've got all the anchors here. And can you just take a minute and acknowledge what they've done? And, the Escobar's actually run Zoom yesterday. He was $1 million in 8 months, and the youngest millionaire. So, pat everybody here on the back for a second if you could, and just kind of explain how, we were the base of this company. I enrolled Tammy Hess, and she brought all Mary Kay in.
Yeah.
You're looking at Shores, the Dendas, and all of that. So you've got real beginners here. And so go ahead and give you a minute with that. Well,
I just, again, we would not be where we are today were not for many of the people that are in that room who, caught our vision and were willing to actually roll up their sleeves and share these extraordinary products. We didn't have all the sales aids and all the tools that people are able to take advantage of now when we first began. So it was really driven by people's belief and passion, and really understanding that their experience was real, that people really were able to take control of their weight, were able to take control of their health, and that was a gift we're sharing with other people. And, we just owe all you guys so much, because had you not been the people that really created the pathway for others to follow, there's no question Isagenix would not be where it is today. So, where we grow in Isagenix is where we have leadership. And I think what's great to see all of you coming together there, having this weekend that you are, really is we are a family. And the more that we can leverage the strengths that each of us bring to the table, our own respective skills, that's where the real power of Isagenix comes from. And that's the reason we're making such a difference in this world. So, believe me, the whole Isagenix family is grateful to you guys. You're right. Tony and Randy were the first Isagenix millionaires. I think Don Nooner was number 2. Donald Laree and I know the Perkins there, and of course Bonnie. It's so great. Barbara Barton, you continue to amaze me, and Cindy, obviously you've been so steadfast throughout all these years. I mean, we've got George Weiss, from the area, who was one of our first founders, and And we're just so grateful to have all you guys in our lives.
Thank you. So, I think you used to train with Kathy at these ICUs. We're kind of savage, and I have them every month. But Kathy's explaining how it's changing and all of that. And I think you were there when I shared my corporate story. How you got the bag every year, and then you made 100 one year, and then you get 30,000. 30,000 for what you did the year before when they take your 100. I don't know if you remember that. I was there, and you were doing that meeting. And here's what we're really shocked with. My husband and I both come from corporate. You just added $30 million to the front end of the compensation plan. And this is completely opposite of any corporate mentality that, we've seen and people have seen. Where should you find that money?
Well, there's, in growing a business, you need to invest. And we believe that the best investment we can make is in our people. And you are, our window to the world. And so if we can create incentive programs that actually reward you for doing the things that we know that are really important for you growing and establishing a strong business that continues to fulfill the promise of this industry. Part of the goal of network marketing is it really is a vehicle that can allow people without a huge investment to get involved in something that can grow to be extraordinary. And I think that it all comes down to having a duplicatable system, having products that work first and foremost, having a compensation plan that is fair and generous like ours is. And so, I will say that is the best money that we've ever invested. And the more successful we become, it seems that, we will continue to put a lot of that profit back into where it can pay the greatest dividends, which is, providing all of you the incentives to continue to grow. For example, we introduced the coaching bonus, which is a way of, again, not only helping you when you first come in and introduce a new customer, you get that product introduction bonus, but that coaching bonus every time that those people are buying the equivalent of one of our introductory packs in BV, which we know as with family consumption, that is quite an easy thing to do. So our goal is to continue to reward you in ways that we know are, because we know the role that you play in helping to support people to not only use the products right, but to ensure that they can continue to have the motivation to really stick with it, make it part of their lifestyle. So we're glad to make that investment.
Thank you, and we are too. And you even went to the extreme. Now, when we all enrolled, we got $10 for the 9 days. So and now, look what you've done. So now you're offering it not only to the new people, but the old people, and we just want to say thank you for that. There's a lot of people in here. I know Jill Burton and Tammy are running some team calls right now to get everybody at every level. The manager.
Perfect. That's what.
I haven't answered my question. Where is the money coming from? Like honestly, so you're investing this, or is this profits?
There's only 100 cents in the dollar, and what you need to do is as the company continues to grow, it has more margins associated with investing. Sounds like we got a fire drill going on here.
The alarm went off.
We're not running from the room.
Fire drill.
But so yeah, it's really taking part of our profits and putting it back into the business. Obviously we have to be profitable as a company, but we're not greedy, and we know the people that are really making it happen, and it's all of you. So we can't think of a better place to continue to invest. Obviously, we're also investing in international expansion so that we can increase the amount of people around the world that can benefit from our products and programs. And of course, all of you have the opportunity to be, entrepreneurs and have a business wherever we do business. So that's what it's all about. Hi, Tammy.
Thank you. Eric, thanks for creating the yellow brick road for women who are making six figures and seven figures. We love what you guys are doing and how we all look so good. The women in this room look like you talk are always the prettiest, but I'm telling you, these women are rocking up. So I just want to tell you, from all of us, from Gilbert, traveling around the country with the Ice Body Challenge, you guys have done it right. And so we're so grateful for you and everything that you give. So Utah will be number one again, but thank you for all you've done for us. And for such an inexpensive price for that product. So thank you for that low product cost and for all of the great results that we get from it. So thank you so much for the launch.
Thank you, Tammy. Well, I'm gonna turn it over to Eric because he's the energy and he's the future. As you all know, we're building a legacy company, and I think it's so great to see all the young people that are joining us in Isagenix right now. And I know many of you have involved, your kids and we are gonna be here for the long term for sure.
Thank you. We have one more question. Is that okay, Jim? And
Absolutely. Yes.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Thank you, really. And I have a quick question. We've had so much amazing training, and I am super excited to just go ahead to ground running again. But I have a quick question for you guys. When you guys have those, and I know since you guys have helped so many people, you had to go through all of the, the slow days to get to those amazing moments. So I kind of wanted to ask you guys, what are some tips that you guys have for your off days and your off moments to quickly get yourself through that so it doesn't last long and you're just ready to motivate again and get going? What are some of your tricks? Does that make sense? You guys
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Great question. Well, I'll go first. I think that, I've been successful in life, I think, because I really, at the end of the day, wanted to take responsibility for my own actions and my own activity. You can't control other people's actions necessarily, but you can control your own. And fortunately, our business is it's a simple business. It involves doing simple things over and over every day. So, how many people are you talking to each and every day, letting them know that, what you do? Prospecting is where it all kind of starts. And that's as simple as engaging people in conversation, letting them know what you're up to, finding out what their needs are. And, that's the type of thing, if I kind of view it as a big funnel, if like cornucopia, where you have the big funnel at the top and as you talk to people, those people go into that funnel. Those are conversations that not everybody, in fact, most people don't say yes with the first conversation. But this is a relationship business we're in. And relationships are really what make it so special. So the more that you can invest yourself in really finding out what other people are looking for and then showing them how Isagenix can be the vehicle to allow them to achieve that. And as long as you're authentic, that's the number one thing that you can take control of each and every day. Now, whether your goal is to say, I'm going to talk to 3 people a day, some people we know talk to, 5, 6, 7 people a day. Some people find that phone is real heavy and are, reluctant to pick it up and call people that they know could benefit from these programs. And I would just say, bust out of your comfort zone, be persistent, because it's those business building activities that you have control over that can really change your life. So whether it's talking to people, whether it's following up with your customers to see how they're doing, checking in with them, exposing them to new products, letting them know the promotions that we have going on, just caring for people, locking arms with the team members that you have that are setting goals like you are to try and move yourself to the next level. I started off kind of in a retail business initially, and I made the decision early on, if my attitude had to be tied to the daily gross, I was going to probably be an unhappy person because there was a lot of days that, you know, for whatever reason, I mean, it could be raining out and people just didn't want to go out of their house or engage in coming to your facility, your location. But there are things that you can really take control of. And I think the number one thing is your attitude and, you know, being committed to have a plan of action each and every day, keeping a calendar and sticking to it, saying that, you know, if I'm only going to spend 3 hours a week or 3 hours a day, what are the business building activities that I'm going to engage in? Because those are the things that can just make a difference. Hope that helps.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Great. Thank you so much. Let's see. We're going to turn it over to Eric, right? Okay, so anybody else have any questions or comments? I think it's okay. We're going to turn it over now to Eric Coover.
All right, well, I'm going to let him take the hot seat.
Okay.
Bye, you guys. Love you.
Love you so much.
Hello, hello.
Hi. So, welcome, Eric.
It's great.
How many you brought in to the START program? What are those numbers? I remember they were pretty staggering.
They are. Well, yeah, I mean, I think that currently right now in the START Facebook page, this is